Hey Rick,
Hey Megan,
it feels like Monday, but it's Tuesday. It is the Tuesday
it
after
does.
the 4th of July.
Yeah, and it's nice to be back, I guess, after kind of a bit of a break. But I just realized that today we are now in the second half of this year, which seems kind of odd,
I
right?
know, doesn't it? I
Yeah.
know. The second half of the year is always interesting. The first half, the second half, how they relate to each other. And I know you and I were just talking a minute ago about buyer activity.
Right.
And I told you that inventory was up a little bit, just nominally,
Hmm,
a
hmm.
couple hundred houses, which still isn't. We've and
Yep.
if you go back and look at our other videos, I've gone over the shortage and what that means and how many we'd have to make
Hmm,
up for it. So we have a
hmm.
nominal increase in inventory, but we've had such a weird year, and I
Yeah.
think people have been obsessed with their housing situation during COVID, and the rates were great. But then the sellers didn't, there wasn't so many sellers because people felt unsure about the future, if they'll
Right.
have their job, if we're never leaving our houses again, the whole thing. I mean, if you try to order, a plumbing fixture, an
Oh, yeah.
appliance, you
Hmm.
know,
Good
you're
luck.
yeah, we just got a shower head in the mail today, and we both looked at each other. We're like, when did we order this shower head? I don't even. I mean, I think it was March. We ordered a new sink and a shower head, and the sink's still not here yet. So I
Yeah,
think
sounds
that
about right.
we've experienced, excuse me, some very unique times, and um, you know, we peaked very early in spring this year, just like a fury. Just the whole year just went bananas. I mean, I think I've closed like 36 houses so far this year.
That's
And
huge.
yeah, and so then normally in a normal market pre 2020,
Hmm.
we we had a pretty busy spring, and then after Father's Day things kind of peter out a little bit because
Right. Sure.
graduations and vacation, all this stuff.
Vacations, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So this year that time was also accompanied by the June 15th blessing for us to go and be free and to travel about and that sort of
Hmm.
thing in California. And I think the combination of those things are really making people want to get the hell out of Dodge and go on
They are.
vacation and go places. And what I'm seeing on my side, and I don't know how your applications, I don't know, you're so busy that you really, when you're like really busy like us, like I pay attention to the little tiniest thing because I just want to be ready,
Right. Yeah,
just
sure.
because like if I talk to a seller now and they're not going to put their house up in the market until August,
Hmm.
I have to kind of know what's going to happen in August, because the last thing I want to do is say, oh, your house could sell for $1 million in June, but now it's August, it's going to be 900,000, and that's not going to make me very popular. So I need to make sure that I have some grip on what's happening.
Hmm. Hmm.
And what I see right now is still busy, but it's not like unbearable. There's going to be still multiple offers. There might
Right.
be
There is.
6 to 10 offers
Hmm.
instead of 40 to 50 offers.
Right.
So I think that's a little bit of a relief. Plus, as far as real estate goes, we have had open houses again.
Yeah.
And we didn't have open houses before. Now, the first open house I had was about 3 weeks
Hmm.
ago,
Hmm.
and I had to staff it with a couple of people, one person to sign in, then there was me, then there was another person
Hmm.
to usher them out the back door, because we had to do social distancing, masks,
Right.
and the entry forms. Well, now we
Wow.
don't have to
Okay.
do any of it. So people are just moving freely and, going to open houses. And I'm just seeing a little bit of a different vibe here for the second half.
Hmm. I agree. Well, it's nice to see the signs in the weekends and the out in the on the intersections, right? The open house signs finally. It seems kind of weird seeing open house signs out, which is a good thing for the market. And I see the same thing you're saying. It's nice not to have 40 offers, frankly. I mean, I know people want to get the highest price. I get all that, but come on, 40 offers, that's just not realistic, right?
Well,
And so I
plus,
think
I mean, when you have 40 offers, you know, it's like you want to give everybody a chance, but you can't.
right,
Like,
you
it's
can't.
overwhelming. Yeah,
It's too much.
exactly. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So no, I like where we're going with this in terms of maybe a bit more inventory. You know, 5 or 7 or 8 offers seems more manageable for sure.
Oh yeah,
And so I think we're fine with that. I think we need to
yeah,
see more of a sense of normalcy here and have this more of a leveling out, if you will, of this kind of insanity that we've seen in the last really 12 or so, 18 months maybe.
right.
And so I think this is healthy for the market. And, you know, I think rates stay really good too, by the way. So I don't think we're in the middle of a spike of rates. So I think
Right.
that's a really good for the market. And I personally like seeing open house signs out again and some activity and people be able to go look at a house without all the garb and all the signing of signatures and documents. That's just no fun,
I
right?
know. I know. Plus, it's like people feel weird, like they have to sign in and put, you know, it's just, yeah. So I had an open
Yeah.
house last weekend and I did a little Facebook Live video post about my open house. And first I explained to people about open houses that, you know, open houses don't necessarily sell houses. I mean,
Right.
you'll look to somebody every once in a while that'll say, well, I wasn't looking for a house and I walked in and I went, I love this house and I bought it. That's probably 2% of the
Oh,
population.
if that.
The
Right.
other, I told people, you know, an open house is a convenient way to show the house, right? Have you know, have your finger on the pulse there
Right.
and that sort of thing. And it's a great way for the realtor to schmooze, you know, potential new clients. You know, there's no shame in that game. Everybody knows that's what realtors do.
Sure.
But I sort of equated it to, I used to, when I was a teacher, I used to work in Silverado Canyon at this school.
Okay.
And it was so much fun. It was like the best. I had like creative license to build my own curriculum, that sort of thing. But prior to that, I had taught at a school in Anaheim Hills, which was very, very proper. I had to wear pantyhose, Rick, pantyhose to teach, you know, 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds, pantyhose. It was
Yeah.
awful. And the director was like, these are the projects that we want you to have. And there was no learning. It was like they were like little, you know, factory workers just cranking
Yeah.
out all of this
Sure.
stuff that their parents would like. And those were, I used to call them another name. I can't say right now, but I called them parent pleasers. You know, sometimes an open house feels like you're trying to pacify the seller, saying, look, I'm doing an activity here. When no matter what agent you are or how much magical unicorn sparkle that you have, there's a few things that always stay the same in decades and decades of real estate, and that is that you have to have a price that matches your property. You
For
have to have it in really good condition. You know, it's got to be clean and ready to rock and
Presentable.
roll.
Yeah.
And it's got to be in a good location.
Mhm.
Those are the 3 things. So you can open house yourself to death, but if you don't have those 3 things, you're really a bunch of silliness there.
Agreed.
But speaking about open houses, I wanted to share with you and our participants here some open house etiquette. So I know a lot of these buyers, they have not even been to an open house before because they started looking during the pandemic. And I see them, they sort of like come in the door and they're like, can I come in? Do I have to sign anything? You know,
It's kind of awkward, right? Yeah.
yeah, it's a little bit awkward. And so here's some of my open house etiquette tips.
Okay.
So,
Very good.
okay, when I'm at the open house, I am the host of the open house. It is my house. You have come into my house, okay? So you should say hello. I'm not going to sales pitch you into, you know, Snoozeville. I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm going to see how much you already know about the house. and offer anything extra that I think you should know, and then you can go and tour the house. But you got to say
Hmm.
hello. Like I say,
Hmm.
hi, I'm Megan. I'm the listing
Yeah.
agent for the house. Thanks for coming by. Like, and be nice. Like, just be
Hmm.
be a friendly person. The other
Yeah.
thing,
Right.
people bring their children in. And I
Oh,
love children. Their
yeah. Right.
children are the best, okay? But
They're
like
awesome.
open house is not always the best place to bring your children because you are in someone's house and children, I mean, you have to understand that you can't ask them to do things that they're not developmentally able to do. So if your children are not able to keep their hands to themselves or put them in their pocket or, understand why you're asking them to do this, then you have to like keep them glued to you. I had some kids
Right.
that came in this weekend. I couldn't believe it. They were like banging on the piano and I was like,
Oh no.
whoa, 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 everybody. So
Yeah.
that
Well,
so
some of
so
that though is kind of like common sense, right?
well you'd think, Rick, but you know.
Yeah.
So, etiquette rule number one, greet the realtor. And the
Hmm.
realtor's gonna probably ask you if you have a realtor. They want to know if you're going to write an offer with them or not. That's what they want to know. Or if you
Yeah.
are needing a realtor, they want to know what your relationship status is. So just
Hmm.
tell them, like,
Yeah.
if you have a realtor, just say, yeah, I have a realtor. And they might say, well, who's your realtor? And you can tell them, but that's it.
Hmm.
Don't
Hmm.
say I don't have a realtor when you really have a realtor. That's because this is how we get paid. We don't get paid until somebody closes escrow.
Right.
So
Right.
if you tell them that you don't have a realtor and they think that they're going to have a relationship and start showing you things or telling you about things or,
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
not good. Just be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
And then some people I notice they come in and they've got their cameras out. And they're like, ooh, that's fine. But I mean, you got to ask before you take pictures and video in somebody
Someone's
else's.
house. Yeah.
Just ask to say, hey, do you mind if I do this? And then I think two other things is one is don't use the bathroom. Don't use the bathroom. Don't go potty. Don't let your kids go potty. I don't
Mm.
care how bad they have to go. I can't tell you how many times I have found a little tinkle on the toilet seat. And it's like, gosh dang it. Like they snuck right in there and just got it done. Don't do that. It's gross. Use your own bathroom.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Hmm.
then lastly is that, I'm typically there by myself because, I'm usually not too far from home, but I'm typically there by myself. And so it's important that when you leave, you say goodbye so I can keep track of who's in the
Yeah.
house, who's not.
Yeah. Where they're at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's my open house etiquette. Can you think of anything else?
No, I mean, it makes sense, right? Just, it's like you wouldn't go to, say, someone's social engagement, for example, and walk in and not say anything to the host of the party and walk around their house and take photos and run crazy with the kids and then leave,
Yeah.
right?
Like what?
And not say anything to the host.
I
Same
know.
thing in an open house.
I
Just
know.
use social courtesies, right?
Exactly. You'd think.
That you would expect in your own home.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah. I
right?
know. Exactly. Hello. Oh my God. So anyway,
Yeah.
we'll go.
No, that's all good stuff though. Wow. Yeah. I think though for parents, it's hard when they have little ones at open houses because kids by nature, they want to explore, they want
Of
to see
course
things.
they do. They want to touch
But darn it.
everything.
Yeah, but the parents have to at least prepare them ahead of time for
Oh
what
God.
those rules really should be, right? Not let them
Or
just,
if they're like
you know,
little, give them a toy of theirs to hold while they're
yeah.
there.
It's like,
It's
yeah,
like,
it's not like a divide and conquer. To bring three of the kids and have them divide and conquer in the house,
oh
right?
my gosh. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Realize it's not like it's not, if you go to a model, like a builder complex and build model homes at a builder, yeah, there's a lot more liberties there, right?
Right.
But if you're in someone's home, treat it like it's their home.
Amen.
Yeah,
Exactly.
good
Well,
stuff.
thank you, Rick. Thanks for listening. I feel better having had talk about those things, and
Yeah,
hopefully, I'll help people be more responsible open house citizens.
for sure. For
All
sure.
right.
Boom.
Well, everybody,
Glad
if
we're
you have
back.
any questions, if you have any questions, just send them in and we'll cover at the next topic. And we appreciate you and we hope that you're successful in all of your home shopping ventures.
Absolutely. All
All
right.
right. Well,
Cool stuff. Thanks,
I'll
Megan.
see you next week.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.